Politicians need
the night. It eventually reached Portsmouth at 10 to 7 this evening.
It was a bit cold and, you know, not many facilities unless you wanted to pay for them. Yeah.
Last night the atmosphere was very hostile. Everyone wanted to get off the boat, but you weren't allowed. So people were getting very angry with P&O.
Services will take time to return to normal, with no routes to San Malo tonight and disruption to many other services more than 9 hours after the blockade was called off. Jill Brown, BBC South Today.
Elderly patients across the south are having to wait years, often in pain, for orthopaedic surgery. Many wait a year to see a consultant, then a further year and a half for the operation. As our health correspondent Duncan McClarty reports, hospitals admit it's unacceptable and they're fighting to reduce the waiting times.
Betty is one of thousands, the face behind the waiting list statistics. Arthritis in her hip gives her constant pain. Her GP says she may need an operation. She won't even get to see a consultant until next April.
I'm constantly in pain. I would understand perhaps about the waiting for the op, but to just see the man himself, I think it's dreadful to have to wait all that time.
Orthopaedics is a victim of its own success. Many new operations are available. Much older people can now be safely admitted. Demand is continually growing, so surgery carries on well into the evening. Hospitals and GPs are fighting back. Scores of foreign nurses are due to arrive in the South's hospitals in the next 2 months. They'll be used to open up more beds. Some people in Betty's position don't actually need an operation. For them, new specialist GPs will be brought in and more physiotherapists used to stop people going on the hospital waiting lists who could be better treated elsewhere. Duncan McClarty, BBC South Today, Southampton.
The world's first trimaran warship is ready to start sea trials. Triton was handed over to defence researchers by the Southampton shipbuilder Vosper Thornycroft today. Developed at a cost of £13 million, her three-hull design could be the shape of the future. The makers claim that she's faster, cheaper to run and more stable than conventional warships. Well, that's the news this evening. Of course, it continues on CFAX, page 160 and on your local radio stations. Good night.
Hello, good evening. There's been some wet weather around today. Here in Estelmuir, for example, there was more than an inch of rainfall. And the wettest weather is now heading towards the east. We've got some heavy rain across parts of eastern England and central England too. Some difficult driving conditions in places here. Now, it's all tied in with this weather front, which is wrapped around an area of low pressure. And that low pressure is only going to drift slowly southeastwards in the next 36 hours. With it sitting right over us tomorrow, it really will be very unsettled with showers or longer spells of rain. Tightly packed isobars around it, so it's going to be windy, and that wind will swing around to the north. Then on Saturday, it's going to be windy and unsettled again, but then this area of high pressure is going to push in from the west through Sunday, bringing lighter winds and some fine weather to many northern and western areas. That was a dry and fine day for the cricket at the Oval today, but it does look like things are all set to change over the next couple of days. There could well be frequent interruptions to play on Friday and Saturday with lots of hefty showers around, but by Sunday it looks like it should be essentially dry, just a 10% risk of a shower. But tonight the wet weather will slowly move away from eastern parts of England. There'll be some blustery showers heading in towards the west. Elsewhere it'll be generally dry with clear spells and some patchy mist and fog as temperatures drop to around 9 or 10 degrees. And then tomorrow it looks as if we're going to see a spell of wet weather heading out of Northern Ireland and in across parts of England and Wales. Also some wet weather for northern parts of Scotland. Elsewhere we should see a little bit of brightness or sunshine in between the showers, but some of those showers will be heavy and prolonged with some hail and thunder mixed in. Top temperature 18 to 21 degrees, but not feeling that warm because of the strength of that wind. Then on Saturday it's going to be breezy and unsettled yet again. It'll feel cool. There'll be showers and a longer spell of wet weather pushing its way across northern England. But then we start to see the change on Sunday. It looks like many northern and western areas will be drier, brighter with lighter winds, but it will still be quite windy in the east with a few showers. That's the forecast.
4 long years of training, 4 years waiting for the bee of bang. 4 years to add to 4 medals. 4 years to keep yourself fit for 2 days. 4 years of dawn starts and dusk finishes. 4 years of length after length. Be be there to see if it all pays off. 4 years in the making, 2 weeks of unbelievable television and radio. The Olympic Games live on the BBC.
Now on BBC1, Going for Gold, those men behaving badly with some strong language go looking for their namesakes down under.